Every single financial guru on YouTube is lying to your face when they promise that investing just $35 a week into an index fund will miraculously replace your $8,000 a month salary. Welcome back to CodeInvest Studio. If you have spent any time in the personal finance space, you have seen the viral videos. They show a shiny compound interest calculator, they type in $25 or $35 a week, and they tell you that in 30 years, you will be a multi-millionaire retiring on a beach. But when you actually run the institutional math, their entire system completely falls apart. In this video, we are going to break down the exact mathematical trick they use to fake those numbers. Then, we are going to be even more generous than they are. We're going to look at what investing $50 a week actually gets you in the real world. And finally, I am going to reveal the exact scientifically proven dollar amount you actually need to invest every single week if you genuinely want to replace a full-time $8,000 a month income. Now you might be asking, why trust this analysis over other viral financial videos? Because this analysis is built on decades of verified institutional-grade data, actively avoiding the algorithmic hype found in most videos. The projections we are using explicitly utilize historical S&P 500 returns that are adjusted for the reality of a 3% annualized inflation rate, ensuring we are dealing with actual purchasing power and not imaginary nominal dollars. Furthermore, our income calculations rely directly on the parameters of the seminal Trinity study and the universally accepted 4% Safe Withdrawal Rule. This provides a mathematically robust decumulation framework that is specifically designed to survive major market crashes rather than pretend they do not happen. Like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this and want to see more. If you open up a basic investment calculator right now and run the standard guru math, it actually looks like they are telling the truth. But there is a silent, invisible wealth destroyer that they are intentionally hiding from your projections. Imagine you are running on a treadmill. You are sprinting at 10 miles per hour, sweating, putting in all the hard work and staring at the digital display telling you how far you have gone. But what you do not realize is that the treadmill itself is slowly sliding backward. By the time you finish your run, the machine says you ran 10 miles, but in reality, your physical body has only traveled 7 miles forward relative to the room. This exact phenomenon happens to your money over a 30-year investing horizon. The online experts will tell you to expect a flat 10 to 12% annual return from a standard Fidelity index fund like FXAIX. They will plug $50 a week or $2,600 a year into their calculator at a flat 10%. After 30 years, they proudly show you a portfolio worth roughly $427,684. They completely ignored the insidious nature of inflation. While the S&P 500 historically returns about 9 to 10% nominally, historical headline inflation averages around 3% annually. When you account for this inflation, your real return, which represents your actual true purchasing power, is closer to 7%. If you ignore inflation in your calculations, a 3% average annual inflation rate will essentially halve your purchasing power of your capital roughly every 24 years. When we use the brutal truth of a 7% real return, that $50 a week does not grow to over $400,000. In today's purchasing power, your portfolio at year 30 is actually worth exactly $245,598.
Even if you successfully build up that $250,000 portfolio, transitioning from saving money to actually spending it is where the guru's entire system completely collapses. Think of your investment portfolio like a massive water tower supplying a town. During the accumulation phase, it is raining constantly and the water level rises. But eventually, the rain slows down and the town needs to start drinking from the tower. If you open the valve too wide and drain 10% of the water every single year, The very first time you experience a harsh summer drought, the entire tower will run completely dry and the town will perish. You need a mathematically proven valve size that guarantees you will never run out of water, even during the worst historical droughts. The social media influencers assume you can just withdraw 10% of your portfolio every year forever. That is a mathematical impossibility that will bankrupt you in less than a decade. Spotting these mathematical traps and building a portfolio that actually pays you safe, reliable passive income is exactly why I opened up our free Telegram community. Inside, we share actionable ETF and dividend strategies every week, and our members are the only ones getting early access to our upcoming software, FluxYield. The link to join is in the pinned comment. You must use the 4% Safe Withdrawal Rule, established by the famous Trinity study. This rule dictates that you can safely withdraw 4% of your starting portfolio balance, adjusted for inflation, every year, with a statistically near zero chance of running out of money over a standard 30-year retirement. If we apply the 4% rule to our mathematically accurate portfolio of $245,000, it generates a safe monthly income of exactly $818. That is an incredible accomplishment, but it is millions of miles away from an $8,000 a month lifestyle. To safely pull $8,000 a month, or $96,000 a year without running out of money, you need a total portfolio size of $2.4 million. There is an invisible trap door hidden in the stock market that can permanently bankrupt your retirement, even if you saved up the full $2.4 million and did all the math perfectly. Imagine you are climbing Mount Everest. You spend 30 years training, buying the best gear, and enduring the freezing cold. You finally reach the summit, but right as you begin your descent, the exact moment you are most exhausted and vulnerable, a massive, unpredictable blizzard strikes the mountain. If you slip and fall during this specific storm, you can never get back up. In the financial world, this catastrophic blizzard is called market volatility. The stock market does not grow in a straight, uninterrupted line. The gurus draw a perfect diagonal line pointing to the moon, but reality looks like a chaotic heartbeat monitor. The specific danger you face is called sequence of returns risk. This is a major threat during early retirement. If you are forced to sell off shares of your FXAIX index fund to pay your mortgage and buy groceries during a market crash, you permanently delete those shares from your account. Because those shares are gone, they can never participate in the market's eventual recovery. You must factor in severe historical drawdowns. For example, the dot-com bubble caused a roughly 47% drop in the market. The global financial crisis in 2008 triggered an over 54% drop, and the 2022 bear market saw a roughly 20% drop. On average, bear markets occur approximately every 5.1 years, and an average calendar year will experience an intra-year drawdown of about 15%. If your retirement plan requires the market to be green every single year, your plan is destined to fail. So, let us assume you survived the market crashes, you accounted for inflation, and you successfully built the massive portfolio. You go to withdraw your hard-earned money so you can finally hand your boss a resignation letter. But right as you hit the transfer button, a silent partner instantly steps in and takes a massive cut of your wealth. Imagine winning $1 million lottery. You hold the giant cardboard check on television, you celebrate with your family, and you go shopping for a new house. But when you look at your bank account, only $600,000 was deposited. You forgot that you had a silent partner who felt entitled to a massive piece of your victory. In the investing world, that silent partner is the Internal Revenue Service. Influencers love to talk about gross numbers because they sound amazing on camera, but you can only spend net numbers. The reality of capital gains taxation. Unless your investments are housed entirely within a tax-advantaged account like a Roth IRA, selling index funds to generate income will trigger immediate capital gains taxes. If you are forced to sell investments that you have held for 1 year or less, they are subject to short-term capital gains, which are taxed at standard income rates ranging from 10% all the way up to 37%. Investments held for longer than a year benefit from long-term capital gains rates of 0%, 15%, or 20%, depending on your total taxable income. Because of this massive tax drag, an investor would actually need to withdraw a gross amount significantly higher than $8,000 a month just to clear $8,000 of usable cash after taxes. So what is the exact number you actually need to hit that $8,000 a month dream? And does that mean investing $50 a week is completely useless? To answer this, think about the difference between building an impenetrable stone fortress to protect your family versus buying a luxury mega yacht. One provides absolute survival and peace of mind, while the other provides pure luxury. If you want the mega yacht lifestyle of $8,000 a month in passive income, you need to hit that $2.4 million target. To reach $2.4 million in 30 years, assuming our brutally honest 7% real return, you do not need $25, $35, or even $50 a week. You actually need to invest exactly $488 every single week, which is roughly $2,117 a month. That is the harsh, unvarnished truth. But do not let that discourage you, because $50 a week is still a superpower. While $245,000 will not let you quit your job today, it builds the stone fortress. Reaching $250,000 in liquid assets completely alters human psychology. It eradicates financial panic. If your car engine explodes or you face a medical emergency, it is no longer a life-ruining catastrophe. It's just a minor logistical inconvenience. It prevents you from ever falling into the trap of predatory, high-interest credit card debt. $50 a week will not buy you a private jet, but it will absolutely buy you your dignity, your security, and a lifetime of peaceful sleep. Now you know exactly the real math it takes to use an S&P 500 index fund like FXAIX to build generational wealth and achieve baseline financial independence. But eventually, you will need to transition from just growing your wealth to safely living off the dividends without the fear of a market crash destroying your income. That is exactly why you need to join our free Telegram channel. Not only do we share weekly dividend strategies, but you will also secure exclusive early access to FluxYield's first major feature, the Dividend Safety Sentinel. Think of it as an advanced health scanner that automatically flags yield traps so your passive income never runs dry. Click the link in the description to join us. But there's a massive problem. Right now, dumping all of your hard-earned money into a standard S&P 500 could actually be a massive trap that leaves your portfolio exposed to massive downside risk. To protect your money, you need to know exactly how it compares to dividend-focused ETFs. Click the video on the screen right now, where I break down exactly what happens when you put $100,000 in VOO versus SCHD, and why the S&P 500 is a dangerous trap right now. Click that video, and I will see you over there.